Ryan here from Off Tap Brewing. Just wanted to add some information to the force carbing knowledge that I tried to put out there the other day. That method of force carbing isn't the only way to do it, and definitely might not be the right way for you to do it. Force carbing is something where you should make mistakes on, but you should learn from those mistakes. Key factors in force carbing: keep records of temperature, time and pressure of what you've done. Recognize undercarbonated beer, so very little bubbles, very little head, undercarbonated. Overcarbonated beer, lots of head, no bubbles. Strange, isn't it? But no bubbles and lots of head generally indicates, or definitely indicates, you've overcarbonated your beer. Stop putting CO2 in it. Start taking some out, and just think outside the box. How did your bottle of Coke get flat? Or you left the lid off for too long, or you shook it up too much and let some pressure out. Shook it and let pressure out, shook it and let pressure out. I don't know, think outside the box when you're trying to flatten your beer. But recognise the fundamental or the key points in whether your beer is undercarbonated, overcarbonated. Do research on how to carbonate beer. Remember that your regulator is like your thermometer. It can be inaccurate from its date of assembly. And that's a given. I've got 5, and I'm 100% sure that some of them are out. Some of them are different. So I go on experience, and experience is trial and error, failure and success. So yeah, go with the rock and roll method at 4 bar for 40 seconds. Try it. If it's not carbonated enough, do it for another 10 seconds. If it's not carbonated enough, do it for another 10 seconds. If it's overcarbonated, don't do it for that long next time. Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, keep notes on when you're learning to do it. Keep notes on what you're doing. I use probably every method out there depending on my requirement for beer. Even go as far as putting beer into a bottle, putting a carbonating cap on, and shaking it up. If I make 25 litres of beer into my fermenter and my kegs are only 19, I've got a couple of these that I can store away for that day when I run out of beer. And it's saved my ass every time. So, yeah, force carbing. You really have to soak up the information and find what works for you. Remember that everybody's equipment's all calibrated differently. I've got very expensive regulators and I've got very cheap ones, and they range from I don't know which one's right. Who knows? I've got nothing to actually check it on. They're like thermometers. I mean, that's a $10 thermometer, and you know, it could be out. It's not, but it could be when I buy it. So yeah, my recommendation for force carbing is try every method, take notes, and you know, you really have to find your own way with that. Find what works for you. Find what you're happy with drinking. That's a key factor in it. Whether or not you leave your the question has been posted to me. Do I leave my pouring pressure on my kegs all the time? Yes, I do. I'm confident sometimes that I have a leak-free system. Sometimes I don't, and I lose gas, gone. You come out, you've got no way to drink your beer, and that's devastating. And especially here in Australia, they can't fill your kegs in the afternoon because it's too hot. They've got to do them early in the morning, so you're waiting your day to get your kegs filled, or paying through the nose for an exchange keg. But yeah, if you're confident that you've got a leak-free system, then yeah, leave your pouring pressure on. I mean, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. Your system will regulate out. It'll even out. So if you've got more than one keg on your system, on your gas line, well then they'll carbonate at the same level. They'll equalise within that system. That's about it for this one. Remember, beer makes you smarter. And if I have forgotten anything and you do have any more questions on carbonating beer, please shoot me. I am happy to try and answer them for you. I'd rather answer questions in video format because my typing skills are up the shit chute, and so is my spelling, so it's probably easier and gives me more videos to do. So thanks for your questions. Like he said before, it made me smarter.